Let me tell you about this book, Makers of Modern India. It provides a rich and comprehensive repository of Indian political traditions, of what the most remarkable Indians of the 19th and 20th centuries have thought about this country's engagement with modernity. So, the book deals with such crucial and important and vital topics as caste, gender, nationalism, the economy, democracy, our relations with the West. There are 19 individuals featured in this book. They include such well known figures as Mahatma Gandhi, B.R. Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru, Rabindranath Tagore, but also figures perhaps less known to the modern generation, to the young. The socialists, for example, such as Ram Manohar Lohia or Jayaprakash Narayan, or the pioneering feminist Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay. Another individual featured in this book who has plenty of things to say about our contemporary problems is Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, the Tamil congressman, follower of Gandhi, Governor General, and later the founder of India's first liberal party, the Swatantra Party, who spoke memorably about the license permit quota Raj. So, there is a range of very remarkable individuals, and what is interesting and important is they all wrote exceptionally well. Compiling this book, The Makers of Modern India, has been a hugely interesting and educative experience for me. Well, what this book does is to provide a connected social and political history of modern India from the 1820s to the 1970s, and this history is told through the words of the people who made this history: political leaders, social reformers, cultural activists. And in a sense, this book provides a window into the most important and compelling debates about India's engagement with nation building and democracy. And I think any reader, any Indian would appreciate this book. Naturally, a key maker of modern India in this book is Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi wrote on a wide range of topics: caste, gender, religion, nationalism, non-violence, and he always wrote in a spare, direct, accessible prose. His English is a model of directness and clarity. And the reader who comes across Gandhi's excerpts in this book, I think, will, like me, agree that a most unusual, remarkable and exceptional quality of Gandhi was how he learned from his mistakes, how he broadened his worldview, how he incorporated the criticisms of his adversaries to arrive at a much more nuanced and sophisticated understanding of how India was changing. A core section of this book is devoted to the debates sparked by the work and legacy of Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru wrote 3 books before independence, but I have disregarded those books for this anthology, because what is much more relevant to us today are Nehru's writings after independence, particularly his fortnightly letters to chief ministers, where he wrote about Hindu-Muslim relations, about the importance of ending poverty, about India's place in the world. And Nehru wrote beautifully and eloquently and with passion. Nonetheless, like Gandhi, his ideas were disputed. So, I have Nehru on Hindu-Muslim relations, but I have an answer to Nehru from the RSS point of view. I have Nehru on the economy, then I have an answer from Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, the proponent of the free market. I have Nehru on socialism, but then I have alternate perspectives on socialism from Ram Manohar Lohia and Jayaprakash Narayan. So, through this book, the reader will get an understanding and appreciation of Nehru's manifold contributions, but also his contentious legacy to India today. Through this book, I also introduce readers to remarkable Indians who have perhaps been unjustly forgotten. One such is Hamid Dalwai. Dalwai was a Marathi writer born in a poor family on the Konkan coast, who became a great Muslim modernist and reformer. After Sayyid Ahmad Khan in the 19th century, we had Hamid Dalwai in the late 20th century, who spoke likewise of the need for Muslims to embrace modern education, to get over the burden of the past. But Dalwai was also prophetic. He pointed out that unless the liberals within the Muslim community and the liberals within the Hindu community were resolute in their fight against the bigots and fundamentalists, a wave of religious rioting would unfold, which is precisely what happened. Dalwai was writing in the 1960s, in the 80s and 90s, we had the terrible fallout of the Ayodhya movement, which is why we need to return, we all Indians, Hindus and Muslims, need to return to the writings of Hamid Dalwai today. Another great maker of modern India, B.R. Ambedkar, appears in two distinct sections in this book. The first section is devoted to Ambedkar's writings on caste, his polemics against Brahminism, his moving meditations on what it took to be born in an untouchable household. But the second section is not about Ambedkar, the anti-caste radical, but about Ambedkar, the wise democrat. This draws on his interventions in the Constituent Assembly, his writings on constitutional morality, his warnings against the danger of worshipping your politicians. As Ambedkar says, bhakti in religion is a sign of devotion, bhakti in politics is the first step on the road to dictatorship. In a sense, Ambedkar anticipated the emergency of 1975.